Okay, so this is my recap of the second game between the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks. The Knicks got beat in New York on their home court in game 2 after winning game 1. They lost the home court advantage. Now they're on their way to Detroit, and this is what I'm going to say about this game that they just played, game number 2. They got outplayed, they got out hustled, and Detroit came out with a lot of urgency from the start. A lot of urgency, a lot of energy, and they were going at it from the beginning. The Knicks leading one nothing in the series. I think they came out a little bit too sure of themselves, maybe that they're gonna get this one in New York as well. Um, they just got stagnant, like in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. It was just one guy, Brunson, with the ball, dancing around, shooting shots, not much movement. If anything, there was one pass. Not much going on. And Detroit was putting those clamps down on defense. They were putting those clamps down on defense, and they were making it very tough for New York to do anything. I think the Knicks bring up the ball a little bit too slow. Every possession, it's a slow walk up for about 8 seconds. I don't think that's a good idea. I think they should go faster at Detroit. Don't let them set up. Um, Especially if they can do that for some spurts of the game, because maybe not every single not every single five they got on the floor can do that and is capable of doing that. But once they get a couple of the younger guys in and stuff like that, maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. Cade Cunningham for 3 quarters was just going at the Knicks. He was going at the Knicks. He had a great game, 33 points, much better game the last. 12 boards with that, 2 steals, 3 assists as I'm looking at it. He had a really good game, 52% from the field. But the last play that the Pistons scored on um, in the game, I think it was where Schroeder hit that 3 pointer. I don't know if you watched that play and you noticed it, but when the game was tied, Cunningham, it looked like he didn't want anything to do with that ball. I mean, I understand the guy's young, played great for the majority of the game, but he wasn't looking for that last shot with a couple seconds on the clock in a tie game. He wasn't looking for it. Schroeder got it. Schroeder was looking for it. He had an open shot and he took it, and that kind of sank the game for us. Then the Knicks had 2 opportunities to score. I believe Bridges took a three, then Brunson took a three. Both of them did not go in. Overall, wasn't a bad game. These games remind me of 90s basketball. Uh, Slower pace, a lot of shoving, pushing around, physical game. You can see that by the players. And then you're looking at the score. I mean, the score was 194. That was pretty high for 90s basketball because they were finishing up like 80s and 90s. So if they get to 100, that's up there. But it was nice. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the game. If the Knicks wouldn't have dug themselves in a 16-point hole, I believe in the third quarter, they could have won this game. But they dug themselves too big of a hole to dig out of it. And now they have a problem because they're going to Detroit 1-1, and they're going to play the Pistons in front of the Pistons home crowd. This is going to be tough, and they could easily come back down in this series 1-3, and then we're going to have a problem. So the Knicks definitely got to steal one in Detroit and kind of get it back to where they win back their home court advantage. So that's what I think is going to happen. I mean, looking at points wise, you got Tobias Harris with 15, Jalen Duren 12, Cade Cunningham, like I said, for Detroit 33 points, Schroeder 20, Tim Hardaway Jr. quiet, 0 points, nothing, 0 for 6 from the field. So we got lucky with him too. I mean, he's a decent 3-point shooter. He's pretty damn good. You got on the Knicks, you got Karl Anthony Towns, 10 points. Really not effective. 45% from the field. Josh Hart, you're looking at 10 points, not even up to 10 rebounds. It was a slower game, and Karl Anthony Towns was minus 10 for the game. Minus 10 Josh Hart, minus 5 Josh Hart, minus 5 OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges was plus 1, 19 points. Yeah, Jalen Brunson had 37 points, but I'm telling you, I think he slowed down the game too much. He can hit those shots, but he slows down the game too much in some instances, and the ball just doesn't move. Not everybody gets involved, and I don't like that. I don't like that a lot. So I think that would be a problem. I hope the Knicks will start getting a little bit more movement, a little bit ball movement in the next game, in game 3 and 4 in Detroit, and I'm hoping they win one of those games, because otherwise they're going to have a big problem coming back here. They lose both in Detroit, I think they're done. They can't win 3 in a row after that. So one game has to be for New York. So let's see what happens. This was a very bad game for the Knicks. Brunson's got his points, but Karl Anthony Towns has to do more. 6 rebounds overall, only 1 block, 33 minutes on the court, minus 10 for the game, 10 points overall, 5 of 11. He should have been more active on the offensive end. 11 shots, that's all he took. And you got Jalen Brunson with 27. Mikal Bridges took 18. So that's about it. I enjoyed the game. I'm not happy about the ending, and I think the Knicks have a lot of problems, and they're going to have to do a lot of adjustments. I mean, don't get me wrong. Detroit made a lot of adjustments from game 1. So now the ball is in New York's court, and they got to adjust for whatever Detroit adjusted after game 1. So whatever Detroit changed for game 2, now the Knicks have to make their own adjustments for game 3. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Bye.